Before the world learned English, it learned it from movies. Before people dreamed of success, they saw it on a screen. A single industry didn't just entertain a nation, it taught America how to dress, how to speak, how to dream, and then exported that dream to the entire world. This isn't just about movies, this is about power. This is Hollywood. Have you ever noticed how a movie can make you feel like you've been transported to another world? Or how a certain character's catchphrase suddenly becomes part of your daily vocabulary? That's the magic of Hollywood, and its influence runs much deeper than just a couple of hours of entertainment. For over a century, the Dream Factory on the West Coast has been one of the most powerful forces shaping American culture and, by extension, global culture. It's not just about what we watch, it's about how we think, what we dream of, and even how we see ourselves. Let's dive into how Hollywood became the cultural architect of modern America. Back in the early 20th century, as silent films gave way to talkies, movies became the nation's primary form of entertainment. In a time before television or the internet, millions of Americans flocked to theaters every week. It was a shared national experience. These films didn't just tell stories, they set trends. Think about the fashion. When Clark Gable appeared without an undershirt in It Happened One Night, sales of men's undershirt reportedly plummeted. When Audrey Hepburn graced the screen in Breakfast at Tiffany's, the little black dress became an iconic, timeless piece of fashion that's still a staple today. Hollywood became the ultimate style guide, dictating what was cool, from hairstyles to hemlines. But it's more than just fashion. Hollywood has had a profound impact on American language and slang. Phrases like, "I'll be back," "May the force be with you," or "Here's looking at you, kid," have become embedded in our collective consciousness. They're more than just lines from a script. They're cultural touchstones that we use to communicate, to joke, and to connect with each other. It's like a secret language that everyone who's seen the movie understands. This linguistic influence shows just how deeply these stories are woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Beyond slang and style, Hollywood has been instrumental in creating and propagating the American dream. The idea that anyone, regardless of their background, can achieve success through hard work and determination is a recurring theme in countless films. From rags to riches stories to tales of underdogs triumphing against all odds, movies have sold this aspirational narrative to generations of Americans and to the world. Characters like Rocky Balboa or Chris Gardner in The Pursuit of Happiness become symbols of resilience and hope. These films reinforce a core belief in upward mobility and individual potential, making the American dream feel tangible and attainable, even when reality might be more complicated. Of course, this power to shape perceptions is a two-edged sword. For decades, Hollywood also played a major role in creating and reinforcing stereotypes. The way different ethnic groups, genders, and social classes were portrayed on screen had real-world consequences. Early films often depicted minorities in one-dimensional, stereotypical roles, which contributed to harmful societal biases. The classic Western, for example, often painted a very simplistic and often inaccurate picture of Native Americans. The damsel in distress trope limited the perception of women's roles in society. These portrayals weren't just innocent storytelling, they helped to build and maintain social hierarchies and prejudices that have taken decades to start dismantling. However, in more recent times, we've seen a significant shift. Hollywood has also become a powerful platform for social commentary and change. Films can bring difficult and important issues to the forefront of the national conversation. Think about movies like Philadelphia, which brought the AIDS crisis into the mainstream, or Get Out, which used horror to explore modern-day racism in a way that was both terrifying and thought-provoking.
These films challenge our perspectives and force us to confront uncomfortable truths about our society. They can spark dialogue, inspire activism, and push for progress. By tackling subjects like civil rights, gender inequality, and environmental issues, filmmakers use their art to reflect the world as it is and imagine the world as it could be. This brings us to the global influence of Hollywood. American films are one of the country's biggest cultural exports. When you travel almost anywhere in the world, you'll see posters for the latest Hollywood blockbusters. This global reach means that Hollywood isn't just shaping American culture, it's shaping how the world sees America. For many people, their first or even only impression of the United States comes from its movies. This can be a powerful tool of soft power, promoting American values, ideals, and lifestyles across the globe. The image of New York City, the California coastline, or small-town America is often an image crafted and perfected in a Hollywood studio. This global dominance also means that American films have influenced filmmaking worldwide. International directors often draw inspiration from Hollywood techniques, genres, and storytelling structures. At the same time, we're seeing more and more international influence flowing back into Hollywood. The success of foreign language films like Parasite, which won the Oscar for Best Picture, shows that the cultural conversation is becoming more of a two-way street. Hollywood is slowly starting to embrace more diverse stories from around the world, enriching its own creative landscape in the process. So, what does this all mean for us, the audience? It means that when we sit down to watch a movie, we are doing more than just passing the time. We are participating in a cultural ritual. We are absorbing ideas, values, and visions of the world. Hollywood has shaped our sense of style, our language, our dreams, and our understanding of complex social issues. It has presented us with heroes to admire and villains to despise, often reflecting the anxieties and aspirations of the time. From the golden age glamour to the modern blockbuster, the silver screen has acted as a mirror, reflecting our society back at us, and at the same time, as a window, showing us what we could become. The stories Hollywood tells become our stories, woven into the very identity of what it means to be American. The next time you're watching a film, think about the subtle messages it's sending. What is it saying about success, about family, about justice? The power of Hollywood is the power of storytelling, and that power is immense.